Well, all right, guys, as promised, I promised you yesterday that I'll be here once again today with another episode of How Ugly Is My Face? And in some ways, uglier than it was before, and in some ways, a little better. So, Wolverine, look at these crazy things. These hairs just don't want to go away. I may have to pluck some. And you all know that when you pluck hair, it makes one of my favorite actors out there, The Rock, cry. No, don't worry. I'm not gonna put on that papatui on my face. I'm still doing micro lesion therapy, as you guys know. But I'm gonna talk about one of our favorites, Elon Musk. Oh, hairy bowls. Anyway, so the other day I showed you this picture right here. It's amazing. And in that picture, I was thinking about what should I do about the heat shields. And I came up with different configuration for heat shields. Now this, I think, is the configuration that's currently being used on SpaceX, the latest and greatest space rocket. I don't know what they're calling it now. And then there was this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this. And some of these things have to do with why Elon Musk is so into X. And no, not that X, not the Roman salute X. So look at this sheet right here. I'm going to pretend to be Donald Duck for a second. Remember during the pandemic, he was like, are we testing these? Take a look at this. The incredible power of the hexagon. Why is the hexagon so exciting? Well, it's the only shape that I know that allows you to create squares and triangles. You can mix and match them in the configuration, and you can still create a hexagon out of these smaller or slightly different. We know that the triangle is the most powerful, the most strong structure there is. That's why we had the Eiffel Tower. But this sheet right here tells us why Elon Musk is so into the letter X, why he's so passionate about it. And no, it's not the Roman salute. It's because of how cool you can do things, how cool the things that you can do with X's that can be turned into triangles. Look at this. I've gone through every shape configuration right there. So I'm going to ask you again, like Donald Duck asked, have we gone through all these configurations? Do we need a little hinge between triangles to make the structure more stronger? Jeez, I can't talk today. Today's one of those days when words won't come out of my mouth the way they should. So are we doing that? I don't know. But anyway, let's go back to micro lesion therapy. And it's going to be a short video again, just like yesterday, because I've got places to go. Today. And one of those places is not a fun one. But anyway, what we're going to say real quick is that the cool thing about micro lesion therapy is that it helps a lot. And I've shown you day after day what it can do and what it can't do. So can it miraculously make moles disappear? No, it can't. Can it make scars disappear miraculously overnight? No, it can't. Will it make old scars that you've never seen for a long time come back? Yes, that's kind of a side effect. Will it burn the skin in certain areas? Yes, it will. Will it remove hairs, or at least reduce the quantity of hairs in a specific area? Yes, it does that. Will it help with a double chin or triple chin? Some say yes, some say no. Maybe it's so slight that you can't tell, but maybe a little, like this much. But one of the cool things that micro lesion therapy does, if you do it correctly and you don't just do some of the bits and not other bits. Like, for instance, when it's hot, I drink more than I should, and I don't always have the same amount of water, and occasionally I'll have cheat day, and you guys have seen what cheat day does to my face. It's not pretty. It's not pretty. So one of the things that microlesion therapy has done for me is that it has helped me get better. Not like this, not like a steep curve going up, like one of those nice, they have the graphs and the spikes. No, it's like this. So you gradually get better, a little bit better every day. And that's why this is something that would never sell, because people want it fast cure. They want the pill. They want the thing that you can do like in a month and it works. That's not microlesion therapy. It'll never work for you if you do it that way. It is the rebirth by a trillion lesions. And in order to do that, it's painful. It requires a lot of work. It requires a lot of dedication, compromise, and all that stuff. And the thing is that you will go like this, like a turtle, right? Remember that the turtle versus the hare analogy, right? Steady wins the race, right? Slow pace until hopefully you win the race. Now, again, as I said before, I may have damaged my body too much as a young kid, growing up, not knowing what I was doing and doing all the wrong stuff. So this may be an exercise in futility, as they say. But from what I've seen, the pain in my side, that I thought initially was some kind of kidney failure or kidney stone or anything that had to do with kidney cancer or something like that, turns out to have nothing to do with that. It could be something regarding the pancreas, because when you eat too much meat, right, and you don't cut enough of the fat, and some of us, not all of us, but some of us don't do well with animal fat. We can't really digest it properly, and so it builds up and it beats the ever-loving poot out of our pancreas, giving us pancreatitis, which could turn into pancreatic cancer, and there's no coming back from that. So what I've been doing with this microlesion therapy has made whatever pains I had in the lower right abdomen sort of region get better. Every time that I stop the treatment, it gets worse. So that tells you that it's doing something. But again, it's not this, it's this. So if I manage to continue doing this at the rate that I'm doing, I hope that it's enough to win the battle against whatever I'm suffering from, which, again, microlesion therapy that I'm doing beats the ever-loving crap out of you, but you don't have to lock yourself up into a doctor's, in a hospital, right? It's not like going and doing chemo, which many people don't ever come back from. You don't have to leave your family to do this treatment. And so that is why I'm doing it, for many other reasons other than to prove that it does something. And it definitely has improved the wrinkles here. These are not as obvious. Depending on how many days I'm on the treatment, it does do good things. It does do good things, but you have to be patient, as I said before, and that's where we are. So it's this rather than this, and the rest is in the Matrix hands, as they say. Thanks for watching, and I will see you tomorrow, hopefully with better results than today. Thanks for watching. Take care, guys. Bye-bye. Well, all right, guys, as promised, I promised you yesterday that I'll be here once again today with another episode of How Ugly Is My Face?